Hello, my loves, and welcome back to BehatiLife YouTube channel. If we're meeting for the first time, welcome. And for those of you that are old friends and family, welcome back. As you guys can tell by the title of today's video, we are going to be diving into a pick a card channeled message. Emphasis on the word channeled. I allow myself to sit with each of the decks, looking at their symbols, the imagery. I invite in our ancestors, angels, guides, spirit guides, guardian angels to come in and provide their insight, their wisdom. It's something that I've been doing since I was a little, and I'm doing it now to this day. I'll be live shuffling for each of the options, the message options. Do know that these are very specific messages for a general audience, for a wide audience. So you're going to need to take what resonates. You're going to need to call in your own discernment and listen to your own intuition as well. This is going to be message number 1. This is message number 2. This is message number 3. The cards that I'm shuffling from and with today will be linked down below. And I'll meet you guys at your timestamps. My loves, if you chose the first message, this is your reading. Give me a moment to shuffle and connect with your energy. It's interesting, I'm seeing a wooden desk. I'm seeing a key in the wooden desk, all the way tucked away, all the way in the back. How I see this desk, I almost see it as an altar. If someone, there's this message here that Spirit would like to pass over to you when it comes to, if you're someone who works your magic or you're someone who prays, same thing, right? Different, but same thing. I see, again, whenever I see like an altar space or a dedicated space that is for prayer, and that's how this desk comes across to me, it's going to be really important that you take time to go to your own sacred space, that you go to your rituals, like the place that you practice your ritual, your prayer. I'm also seeing someone reaching for a key in the back of this desk. It's a wooden desk. What it reminds me of is when I was a baby witch and really strengthening the foundation, like beginning to really build onto the foundation of my hoodoo practice. And I had a wooden desk very similar to what it is that I'm envisioning now, and it had drawers that I would pull out. It's interesting because those little spots, they tend to gather like little items, little trinkets that we find special. Things that are maybe passed on to us. It could be heirlooms from our ancestors, people who we knew and once loved. Special artifacts that come from the generations before. For example, if you have like a Bible that was passed on from one generation to the next generation to the next generation, and now it's with you. Keys, I'm seeing a key, buttons, coins, switchblades, those types of things that have significance, meaning, probably petitions that you've written, that you've tucked away. They're wanting to either draw your attention or ask you to consider the key, like a key that represents opening doors of opportunity. For someone here, you could actually be working magic, not with an actual key itself, but in road opener, candle work, road opener ritual, clearing the path. This is beautiful. This is abundantly filled. And the key is something Spirit is wants to help you to use in order to unlock doors, blockages, to start this next chapter, this new venture in your life. For someone here, I do actually feel like if you are not working magic around these things, you're going to find yourself with limited options. If you are someone who is asking, if you chose this pile, I really get a strong sense here of love, attraction, and coming together, right? Coming together with people, relationships that are significant, symbolic, and have weight and meaning for you in your life. This is not a lighthearted type of energy. It's like you want to find that special person, you want to find those friends, you want to find that community, that tribe. So it's a very good idea. That's what Spirit wants you to know right now. It's a very good idea. And if you're someone who has been working a lot or focused on other things, your angels, your guides, your guardians are coming through and asking you to prioritize connection and love instead of separation or doing things all by yourself. This key is either an offering or it's symbolic of them opening the door, like you giving permission for them to open the door and allow these relationships to enter into your life. If you are someone who has been very interested and involved in setting intention or working your magic when it comes to relationships, and you're not seeing those connections coming through in the way that you would hope, in the way that you intended, it's very important that, yes, when you're working your magic and you burn your candles, that you stay consistent and on top of clearing your altar, doing any type of additional supportive work to make sure that that petition is not only heard, but remembered and seen and prioritized by your spiritual team. It's very important, and this is kind of like, I feel like I'm diving a little deeper than I need to, but I feel like it's important, maybe deeper than you've asked, but it's really important when it comes to ritual work, that when you pray, that yes, okay, it's good to pray one and done, especially a powerful prayer that's emotional, but stepping forward and encouraging like a consistent ritual, like a continuous routine of helping this thing to manifest is going to do wonders. This key, back to this key, it's so interesting because I see Spirit showing me like someone trying to reach. Let me give you an example. Yesterday, my baby, she loves the remotes. She loves pressing them, and she's realizing that when she presses the button that it has an impact, it changes the TV. I don't know how she's able to make the connection, but she has. Probably developmentally, that's where she's at in her life right now. It's a beautiful thing to see her making those connections. Interesting, my crystal just dropped. It's a beautiful thing to see her making those connections. But anyway, regardless, she at one point dropped the remote and it slid under the bed. I heard it drop. I didn't see where it fell. Like maybe 2 days, I'm like, where is this remote? I'm not a TV watcher, so it took me a minute to even see that it was missing. And I went to go look for the remote, and it's like, this thing was kicked. I don't know if Franklin kicked it into the further away, or if this remote really did just slide. But when I tell you I was reaching for this remote, like, like, you're trying to like, so I ended up having to use my slipper in order to push this remote closer so that I could grab the slipper, and put the remote back where it belonged. The reason why I'm sharing this story with you is that I'm getting this image of someone reaching for this key, which means that this is something that you may have to do some additional work, put in some additional effort, either in your ritual practice or in looking for this key. But it's important that you do it, because this is going to be the thing that unlocks the door. That is the channeled message that I have for you. Looking into the cards this is what I feel is actually going to manifest. And please ignore the herb dust. This is one of my working altars for the public, and I've been packing herbal blends, house protection blends for my people. And the herbs are everywhere. It's like the dust of it. I cleansed it, but I'm not done. So anyway, going back to your reading, we have the messenger, the heart, the park, the stairs. This is what it is that I'm seeing here, that Spirit wants you to have choices. They don't want you to be like, oh, okay, you know, she's just going, or he's just going to accept the first thing that approaches them. They want you to have the option to choose, so that you are empowered, so that you get used to plenty, so that you get used to abundance, so that you get used to wealth. There's going to be the option, and as soon as you set this intention with this key, there's going to be the option for you to have options when it comes to matters of the heart. Let me flip this card over and see. Yep, Ace of Pentacles. This is going to be the new foundation, for someone here, this is an investment, a commitment, a promise. And it's important, again, that you kind of explore different things. If you are looking for, or if you're setting intention, again, for love, romance, friendship, you may have more than one option to choose from. And Spirit is encouraging you to explore those options and not say, okay, that's my person right there, I'm just going to hang out with them for the rest of forever. It's almost like you kind of, I don't want to say take from them what they offer or who they are, because it's not like that. It reminds me of something like a past ex used to say to me, and God rest his soul, R.I.P. He said to me, he has different friends for different things. He was telling me, he's like, you know, sometimes women are so complicated. Like, they want to kind of like have, this is his experience, so, you know, don't drag him. let him rest in peace. But this was his perspective at the time. He said that sometimes women kind of like overcomplicate things, and how he approaches stuff is like, the people that I play pickleball with are not my best friends forever. My brother is my best friend. The person that I go to the gym with, my relationship with them is, we have that in common. We go to the gym together. That's what we do together. The person that I know is always up for fine dining and eating, that's my friend for that. Sometimes he's like, it's okay to have different type of people in your life that serve different purposes, because it gives your life meaning, balance, and all these lovely things that you can experience. And I actually feel like this Ace of Pentacles is actually, the word is experience, like being able to experience, being able to explore, being able to, for someone here, you may be traveling, going uncharted territories with someone. It's really interesting. There's something here. Be really careful of, I just felt this intuitively, be really careful of relationships that stop you from having options. Now, I'm not saying like polygamy. I'm saying like, if you're with someone who's like, oh, you can't be friends with other guys, or you can't be friends with other girls, it's like, because they find that a threat. Spirit, again, wants you to focus on unlocking the key that allows more opportunity, more connections, meaningful substance to enter into your life and be present. Explore those options. And what you do with someone who is hindering and stopping you from having that, that's up to you. That's not today's reading. So that's the message, my loves. I'm realizing that Spirit is seemingly want to work with magic today, like setting intention, rituals. I practice hoodoo. So, I'm sorry, I'm getting my sweater. I practice hoodoo, so that's kind of my cup of tea that I sip from religiously, consistently. Not religiously, spiritually, but I mean, there's that too, but like seriously, that's my practice, always has been. It's what resonates with my soul. It's what I'm good at. It's been passed on to me. So, you know, this is kind of what it is that I'm seeing here. If you guys would like to have a ritual written for you for this key, I may do an extended reading to help you, to help with this. Just FYI, my rituals that I do are elaborate. And if that's not your thing, you're not going to like this. You oftentimes will have to go out of your way to get some things, and I do not do replacements with my work. It's very, 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 very rare. If I say this is the herb that you need, I mean that. There's no, hey, can I switch it? No. Like, there's a reason why it's that herb. And there could be something similar. No offense. I don't want to hear it. I know about it. It's not, there's a reason for everything. It could be the history. It could be the planetary influence of that herb. There's so many things that are taken into consideration. That's something that I've noticed, and that's one of the reasons why I don't share my rituals. One of the many reasons why I don't share my ritual practices with the internet, because it comes with, well, I don't have lemongrass, I don't have echinacea, I don't have peony. Then you got to go find it. What's a replacement for red brick dirt? Right now there is none. Now there's some things that it is a doable replacement, but if I say that you need this, you need it. So just know that if you do want that ritual, it's going to be an energy exchange, number one. And number two, it's not going to be simple. I tend to keep my rituals simple for BehatiLove Notes, and if I share publicly on the internet, if it's something that I would do, it tends to be very specific. So just know that that's what you are going to be getting involved with. I will write it so that it's factors in everybody, regardless of your practice, your belief, and your history, your ancestry. But yeah. So anyway, if that's something that you need to help yourself along, we are on the corner of the full moon that is happening in Pisces. Oh, gosh. I used to... Nah, let me not. Okay, I'll say it. I used to just not really vibe with Pisces energy way back in the day. I was always kind of like, But now I just really love Pisces energy. I think sometimes when something's good for you, you kind of resist it. And I had a bad experience with two Pisces people, actually. They were just being really controlling. But most Pisces people after that, when I kind of healed, I was also going through a dark night of the soul, so it could have been a reflection of my own inner depths, so I'll take some accountability there. I've gone off again on a tangent, as I usually do. Speaking of tangents, if you loved this reading and you need channeled messages, support, astrology predictions, and even those rituals, BehatiLove Notes is something that I offer. It's very similar to a Patreon. However, it's on my website. It's a membership. You sign up, and then I pour into you throughout the week for the full year. Okay, I'll leave the links down below. Until then, thank you guys so much for allowing me to shuffle and pull for you, and I'm going to move on to message number 2. If you chose the second message, this is your reading. I realized in the first reading that Spirit was talking about rituals and practices, so I think that's actually where we're going today, is what is the practice that Spirit wants to give to you, the ritual. Do know that my background is in hoodoo, so there will be that influence. For someone here, I'm hearing the word longevity. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, this message just came through so sharp, loud, and clear. Wow. Okay, how do I say this? One thing that I love about channeling messages always is it will come so clear through in my spirit. But then it's damn, I'm so limited with the words, the English words that I have to use to describe all of the things that they just said through a feeling. So that's what I'm getting overwhelmed by right now. I am going to do my best. Also know that I'm a human, and also know that sometimes BFF Jess comes through. BFF Jess is the side of me that is watching myself channel, and I'm just oh my God, there's things I want to say. Okay, I want to say that it's not that I'm uncomfortable. it's just crazy to me. And I just had this message. I just had this feeling yesterday when I was channeling for BehatiLove Notes. I got really amplified, like real amped up. It's crazy to me because there are people that, there's someone here, there's people who wear a mask. That mask, that front, that facade can only go on for so long before the cracks of this filter start to show through. When Spirit chose the word longevity, they were very intentional with that word because they want to make sure, one of the things, and I'm going to ask a little further because I don't want to put words in Spirit's mouth right now, but they want to make sure that you, the connections around you, the energy around you, that it has longevity, that it's not going to flip off because someone revealed their true character. This is like someone offering you something with a smile on their face and underlying, ooh, I don't like this. Sorry. Underlying, they are, oh my God, I don't like this. Sorry. Underlying, they have ill intention towards you. It's someone who offers you a gift and that gift watches, that gift observes. You have to make sure that you are not accepting just anything from anyone. It don't matter who it's from. This could be family. This could be someone who says that they want the best for you. This could be a neighbor. This is somebody who they don't even, sometimes what really you got to be careful of is sometimes people don't even know that they're doing it. That's a dangerous person to me, is you have no awareness. You have no self-awareness. You don't even know why you're doing it. That makes you unpredictable. That means that you're unchangeable. Why? Because you can't even see that you're the problem. Now, I'm not saying this towards you, my love. I'm seeing that there's someone around you whose intentions are foggy, unclear, or not revealing their true character. Be very, very careful about evil eye. Make sure that you're working. If this was a spell or a ritual, oh, friggin' heck. I gotta write down the other one before I forget. Hold on. Not me dropping everything in my office. I do not want to forget. Just a second. Ritual form. Okay. Back to you, my loves. And even that distraction is probably something too. It's like somebody who comes, you know, when they have like watching eyes, watching people who are like, what do they call it? Damn. There's a name for this type of person. Voyeur spirit. Like, it's the voyeur spirit, the energies that kind of lurk and watch. And right when you're about to do something, they're like, oh, they're about to do something. Let me interrupt. Let me intervene. That's so evil. That's so malicious. Why? Because it stops you from being able to be successful, to fulfill a path, to fulfill a purpose that Spirit, the divine, your angels, your guides, your ancestors saw and spoke over your life. And because they see, they're voyeuring, like it's voyeurism. They're watching, they're waiting for you to take that step. And as soon as you're about to take that step, they come and they intervene and be like, hey, you know, it's not a good intention. It's not for your protection. It's not for your blessing. It's because they're there to act as a hindrance, as a separation, as a distraction. Be very careful. If you're social media, you have to make sure that you are protecting from evil eye. And again, sometimes people don't even know that they're directing this evil, this energy towards you, because they're watching and they just want what you have. And it always, some of you guys may look at your life and you'll be like, well, I'm not perfect, or all I have is my family. I promise you, I guarantee that you have something that someone is wanting so badly. Or there's people who, it's not even that you have something amazing here. They just want because they want. They want because they are a vacuum. They want because they are a siphon. They want to siphon energy. And you got to be really careful about sharing your blessings. Next thing I got to tell you about is, if you're working your magic, do not, this is one of those, this just in general, don't share, broadcast to the world, the internet, that's what it is that you're doing. Not in the moment, definitely. Only share afterwards. That's what I do, right? However, if I even do share, you guys know that I'm a vault when it comes to my personal life, when it comes to my intentions. I've manifested every single thing in my life. I have to work protection over myself all the time. Not because I don't trust the internet. I mean, I have a good crowd. I have a good tribe. I have a good family community. But everyone has their own energy, and no one's perfect. So I have to constantly make sure that I'm up in my protection. We don't let that slip around here. You need to be doing the same thing. Do not share your blessings. Do not announce something before it's time. Announce it afterwards, and even then still, you need to protect yourself, and then still, you need to ask yourself, is it worth me sharing this with the world? Why am I sharing this with the world? And it is unfortunate, my love, BFF Jess coming here, because I feel like someone's being like, well, damn, like, why's it got to be this way? It is unfortunate. It reminds me, we should be in a place where we're able to share our accolades. Like when we achieve something, we should be like, wow, like, I know you guys are happy for me. You'd be so surprised. I don't want to say anything. Okay, I will. Okay, no, I won't. I know of someone real close to me, family. And when this person says something to another person who you would think, and if you're family right now watching this, do not try to assume who I'm talking about. And if you are curious about who it is that I'm talking about, text me or call me, and I'll be more than happy to tell you. Because I don't want anybody trying to put pieces together and then just incorrectly think about who it is that I might be talking about. Family, just call me. Anyway, 8:18 on the clock. I do have someone very close to me and someone close to them. When this person says, hey, I did this, or hey, I'm here, the energy towards them, when they're doing something good, when they've done something worth celebrating, it is so like it's so ill received by this person, and this person will never say anything nice and kind or supportive or loving or nurturing to this other person. Never, not never. And sometimes you know what they say, sometimes it be your own, like sometimes it's your family, you know. So we should live in a world where it's safe for you to celebrate. It's safe for you to put it out there. If you feel called, honey, make sure that you're protecting yourself. Please, baby, please make sure that you're protecting yourself and your energy. Please don't let a moment go by. Not a day go by that you don't have prayers, a candle, or something going on, especially not with cards like this. Let me flip your card over. Are you kidding me? Two of Swords. Two of Swords. The Two of Swords. The Two of Swords. Not the Two of Swords, the Two of Swords. It's the Two of Swords. What does this mean? This means that something here needs to be blocked. I have the Two of Swords energy on me right now. Something here needs to be blocked. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Try again another day. This is energy that cannot come into your aura field. It will impact your energy. It will drag you down. The big thing that I'm seeing here is confusion. It'll make you confused. It'll make you bewildered. It will make you, you may notice like depression or fogginess or inability to concentrate is coming through. Why? Because that's that evil eye. That's that evil eye. If I was going to say you do magic on anything, it's going to have to do with removing the evil eye off of you and then protecting moving forward. I'm going to write that down. Removing the evil eye off of you. And protecting moving forward. I'm also going to show you and tell you how to know and see when the evil eye is influencing you. Okay, wrote it down right here. That's the magic. So there's going to be a ritual that I'm writing for you guys. I had no idea that I was going to be writing rituals for you guys, but here we are. Do know, again, I practice hoodoo. I'm going to write in a way that supports all backgrounds, regardless of your ancestry, regardless of your history, regardless of your experience. if you're a newbie or if you're advanced. I will say, just like I said to message number 1, those that chose message number 1, if I say to you that this is the herb to use, you're going to have to find that herb. If not, that's your choice. There are no replacements. I'm very intentional, and I'm going to say this again. I'm very intentional, but I just want to be clear. I'm very intentional in the herbs that I choose. They are ruled by different planets. They have different histories. There's different reasons. There's a whole plethora. I'm triple Virgo here. I have chosen that for a reason. Do not email me. I love you guys, but do not email me asking me, hey, I don't have this. Can I replace it with this? The answer is going to be no, unless I clearly say you can use this or something else. And if you're going to use something else, use this. Okay? I don't know what it is with society or today's times. I don't know what it is, but everybody thinks that there's a replacement or an option, and there isn't. Like, some things just need to be respected. If that's not your cup of tea, this is not the work for you. Second message here. When I write for a ritual for the world, I keep it very simple. Why? Because I'm not trying to overwhelm anybody, and because I'm very protective of my magic and my work, so you're not going to see me sharing elaborate rituals and plans with the collective when some people are just going to use and abuse it, or they don't respect it. This is not going to be that, okay? This is me just being full on Jess doing what she does. So, yeah, you'll have all the instructions. There will be an energy exchange for this. Why? Because that also needs to be respected. The links for that will be down below. But if I were you, if I pulled this, it would be about removing the evil eye off of you and then how to protect yourself moving forward. Not just with amulets and things that you carry, but we could talk about that too. So you're going to actually have 2 spells in one. Yeah. And then you need some instructions as well, because I don't like this energy. I don't like it. Okay, hold on. Let me just shuffle and pull. Like, who is this? Who? That's like, who? See, who? Somebody who is forced to be away from you, walk away from you. Someone who has bitter feelings to you, sad, and that's what bothers me, is it's a lot of emotion. This could even be, I hate to say this, but like a mom or a mother figure, an older woman. Or a very, very emotional person. Like, yeah, they're watching. Yeah. It could have even been a brief moment in time, or something that just was not your fault. It just was fate. Things happen the way that they happen. It is what it is. But this person that's the Queen of Swords. She's watching. Social media too. This person is also impacting your luck. Your luck. And creating blockages. They may even, for more advanced practitioners, they may have actually gone to somebody and put something on you. And I don't like to say that lightly. But people do that. Or they have something else. I don't know. I don't like this. I said what I said. I don't like it. Anyway, the ritual will be down below. I'll break it down all for you. I can open up my shop for the herbs. I have the majority of them that I think I'm going to be using. But do know I am opening up for readings. So, you're going to need to know that. I'll try to get them out as fast as I can for you. Okay. Wow. I love you. I love you. Take care of yourself, okay? Don't be afraid. You're being empowered. The good thing is that you're protected, and this isn't a quick fix. Easy fix. But you just got to be consistent. I'll break it all down for you. All right, honeys. I'm moving on to message number. And welcome back to BehatiLife, but also your message, your channeled message. So I'm realizing that I thought this was going to be a general pick a card, but nope, Spirit speaks. They want to talk about the magic, the spells, the ritual. It kind of makes sense though, as we've now have entered into the Burr months, September, October, November. Yeah, just so you guys know, my roots are in hoodoo. So, You'll see that reflected in my rituals themselves. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get quiet and allow myself to channel. Hold on. Right away, I'm seeing a weed. Oh my God, this stork. No, I don't like this. Something that keeps... It's not bad. Something that keeps revisiting something. Oh my God! Look, it's a mouse. I can't. Spirit is so good. Something that keeps revisiting, something that keeps growing back. And I see a weed. If you don't pull... Okay, Spirit is saying if you don't pull a weed up by the root, that thing is going to keep growing back. It just keeps... It keeps growing back. The stork represents something that returns. The home represents the warmth, the protection, the safety, the family unit, the love, the heart. The mouse represents the problem. The ring represents the commitment. And this could, if you want to take it there, it could represent like commitment, marriage, those types of things. But really what it's saying is like something is committed to revisiting and creating problems within the home. I don't like that. What type of ritual work would I do with this? I definitely see a home cleansing, a home clearing. I'm also seeing and smelling pine sol. So someone here, and I know, just stop before somebody says it. Someone's going to come at me and be like, pine sol is so toxic, Jess. I agree. I agree. It's also not environmentally friendly. I'm just saying that someone here did choose to use it, and I support all paths and all walks of life here. I'm not here to judge. So I do see a house blessing. I do see home clearing. Someone here needs to remove clutter. Someone here needs to take care of, honestly, it could be something as obvious as an insect problem, taking care of, sorry, I just heard someone talking. Someone taking care of like an insect problem, mice, if you have them. This could also represent bad habits. Someone here could be, I'm getting I feel a feeling in my stomach. When you're overwhelmed, you could be emotionally eating or eating things out of convenience, like quick, instead of consistency. That's the thing that I don't like. It just feels like there's something here that is kind of like recycling here. For others, this could, but I'm worried about the mouse. This could be setting magic and intention for someone to return. And you need, either way, there's a clearing out to get rid of the thing that's stopping that person from returning. It's so funny because I see with the house, I see how stable the home is, but I feel movement. Like I see the stability and the commitment, the bond, like something not moving here. But then I see like movement with the stork and the mice. Like just, they're always kind of like, I don't know if you've ever watched like mice before, but they move so quickly. And then the stork, they're always in motion. Like they're flying, they're coming back, they're revisiting, they have purpose. They are like, I'm here to do this. This is why I'm doing this. And then they take off and they migrate again. So there's something about movement here, but I see this in the home. I see this in the place where it matters. So I do see a house protection. I'm seeing house protection, the floor wash. I did say pine sol too. I have a whole thing with that. If this is rekindling, you're going to like rekindling a love interest, or making so that something that you have to deal with, especially when it comes to family dynamics, marriage or whatever, that it's pleasant. Getting rid of the thing that makes this energy unpleasant so that things can be smooth, so that it's worth it. I don't know why they're saying worth it, to make it worth it, worthwhile. Let me see your tarot card. Oh my God, look, Eight of Wands. Wow. Movement, speed, activity. It really reminds me, it's crazy because it really reminds me of someone when they are like, I'm taking the whole weekend to just totally redo and declutter and cleanse my home and wipe, all of these things, wipe down the door frames. Yes, do it. You also may be needing to work magic and intention to kind of remove something that's hindering someone from calling you. So you have 2 spells here. Number 1, this is for house protection and house clearing. Big time floor wash. For others, this is about reconciliation. You get 2 spells here. Let me write that down before I forget. Reconciliate. I actually don't see reconciliation and house clearing. I actually don't see this being negative, but it could be a problem if it's not taken care of. This is when it's like, okay, if someone says something kind of crazy, like in your relationship, you guys live together, you're married, you live in a house together, and this person's just like, yeah, your work isn't as important as mine, and you're just like, wait, what? There's no way that they meant that when they said that. I'm gonna let that one slide. And then like a week later, this person's like, I know that we made plans, but like things are going crazy this way and we're gonna have to reschedule. And you're just like, okay, yeah, no, I understand. It's like, then it's kind of comes a problem because you're kind of not realizing that you're noticing that, you're kind of not realizing that there's a trend of this issue of someone in the home that is diminishing. Like it's this repetitive pattern that you need to pick up on real quickly and address it. Or this could break down the health and the love and the commitment and the bond of that relationship. You want to stop it before it becomes a problem. Same thing, like let's say you have a mouse comes in. Oh my God, he's so cute. Let's give him a piece of cheese. That's what I would say. Then that mouse takes that cheese and says, like, you know what? We were going to stay in this home regardless, but now if we go down to the lower floor, they're going to give us cheese, not just cheese, but Gouda cheese and goat cheese. Why? Because they're so cute. Next thing you know, you're like, oh my God, these mice are just leaving pellets and they're chewing up our furniture. And the next thing you know, they've multiplied by 10,000 and they're chewing the wood. And then there's disease, and then the house is leaning off to the left. Why? Because you didn't solve the problem. How you solve that problem is going to be up to you. But make sure that you solve this problem, because it is, whatever it is, it's going to keep coming back. It's going to keep coming back. It's going to keep coming back sooner rather than later. Now, if it comes to, hear me with this, when it comes to reconciliation, there's someone here that does have the desire to reconcile. However, there's something here that is distracting them, pulling them away, pulling them off of approaching you in the way that spirit sees is good and right. You will know that this is for you because this person kind of is lingering in your energy field. You're going to have to be just as persuasive and just as consistent and persistent as the problem itself. I don't know who else got this similar energy of just being like, not walking away from a ritual. You have to kind of like keep feeding it. That's what you have to do here with this. And then you'll start to notice. Also, I want to tell you that this is one of those energies that even when you start it, you're going to have to keep repeating it because this problem still wants to come through. It's really comfortable. And it wants to keep coming through. It wants to keep showing up. It's going to keep trying to find a way. And that means that you have to be on guard. You have to know the enemy. You have to know what you're dealing with. And you have to be constant, persistent, just as persistent, if not more, than the problem itself. This could be someone who, if it's in your marriage, this person or this thing is, it's like a cycle. It keeps revisiting. It keeps showing up. It keeps, what time is it? Okay. It's like a cycle that keeps revisiting. Yeah. If you're in a relationship or a marriage right now, make sure that you're taking care of anything that could be hindering any problems now. And so if the ritual that I'm going to be writing for you guys, and if I was going to recommend anything, number one, definitely house protection. And the second is removing problems, like removing a problem, or removing the mouse, removing the thing that keeps coming back. And reconciliation, so reconciling after that thing has been removed so that things move forward fluidly. I don't know who this is, but it's giving communication. It's giving, if this is a person that you're dealing with, it's giving someone who doesn't have good advice from someone else that they should be trusting, and this person is just constantly in this person's ear, giving them bad advice, and then you kind of keep going back to this nasty little pattern. Why? Because this person influenced them to do other than what they were committed and made a promise to do. That's a problem. 11:11 on the clock. So when I write your ritual, the ritual will be down below. Do know, I was saying this to all the other piles, and again, I had no intention of writing rituals and, for you guys today, but clearly that's what Spirit wants, and I'm okay with it. I just move where I'm called to. Do know that any herbs that it is that I'm sharing with you guys, they cannot be replaced with other herbs. There's a reason for everything that I've suggested and recommended. I don't know what it is going on with society today where they're just like, can I replace this for this? There are no substitutions unless clearly stated otherwise. That's just a non-negotiable. Number two, and there's reasons for that. Number two, when I share my rituals with the world, they tend to be simple for many reasons. Number one, out of respect for everyone's different cultures and practices. I'm not going to go too deep or too heavy with that, out of protection for you and me. And number two, different levels of advancement or not, being beginners. And number three, I'm not going to pour the best of myself in the internet, the world, when I don't know whose hands it could be reaching. So there will be, number four, there will be an energy exchange in order to receive these rituals, this routine now. I'm feeling called to do it, and I'm just respecting and taking those steps. It'll be listed down below. For you guys, if you do decide to explore this reconciliation spell, reconciliation root work, whatever you want to call it, or the house blessing, and removing this mouse. I'm going to write that, removing the problem. The links for that will be down below for you. I am moving, finishing up the remainder of my orders from the last shop update. Thank you guys for being so patient with me. I will open up for herbs for those of you guys that can't find, or don't trust sources like Amazon, which I don't blame you. No shade. But so most of the things will be available there, because everything that I work with, I usually have, and if I don't have, it's on its way. All right, my loves, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for allowing me to channel for you and connect with you. Wow, and thank you, Spirit, for inspiring this message today. This is not the direction that I thought that I would be going in, but I'm so glad that we're here, because it's just another way to stretch and extend my gift, and I'm really excited about it. So thank you guys for hanging out with me, for allowing me to channel and connect with you. If you guys have any questions about the rituals and anything else for that matter, do let me know. Send me an email, info@BehatiLife.com, or leave me a comment down below. All right, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.